Gotta wake you guys up. We gotta wake you guys up. Let's go. Good morning. Good morning, DW. Hello. Hello, everybody. Good morning, my beautiful traders. Shelley Stringer. Thank you so much. We got a new one on the board this morning. We got the party pony. We got the party pony. Richard Warnikowski, Carl Little, Andrew the Believer, Mr. Dave. Good morning. Three Bez. Jay Heat. KK. Joel Swims. We got an S string. Is S string related to Shelley Stringer? That is the question of the day. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for the follows. If you're here for the first time, hit that heartbeat. If you're also here for the first time, hit that follow button. We are on every day. Every day. Every day. Daniela, Yulina. Luke. Che Grid. Hello. No. She Gerd. Che Gerd. Adrian Ward. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Correct. The VIP traders yesterday, again, absolutely destroyed the market. I mean, Willie, I love you, Elena. User Stevie B. Yes, it is. Good morning, everybody. How we doing? We got no patches on our head. We're patch free. And later today, we got the staples out. Hopefully. Let's go. Let's go. My hair grows fast, yeah. My hair grows very quickly. Always has. Let's go. Let's go. I'm thinking about growing it down to my shoulders, actually, and having a ponytail. Hello, everybody. Hammer. Let's go, Sue Felicia. Yes, it is. Good morning, everybody. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you had a good trading day yesterday. We love you guys. All right. All we ask that you do is tap the screen, donate if and when you can, and share the live and repost it. Let's get to work. I mapped this out first this morning for everybody. This is your next daily major resistance, 696. We've talked about this number a few times, 696. So make sure, mark this down on Miss Market, okay? That is a doozy up there. So mark down 696. That's why we made it a little thicker, okay? All right, let's put in our major support and resistance. Here we go. As we lead off, as always, with the SPY. Neutral, whip zone, and you got room up to 696. That's simple, all right? 696 here on Miss Market. Under 691.99, you have room down to 688 and 686. Simple as pie. 696 up, 688 and 686 to the downside. Mark those levels down, my beauties. Nvidia, let's do it. Say my name. All right, my beauties. Right now here on the SPY, we are in, and the SPY. Nvidia, we are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone here in a narrow state on Nvidia. We love some video. We love some video. All right, we are narrow. We pull it back above 197.37. We clear the base over here. You got room up to $200. $200 up there on the vids. Let's go. Under 195.50. You got room down to 194 on Nvidia. First stop to the downside, and then you got room down to 189.50. Watch your 190 area here on Nvidia. Good morning, Jerry Godwin, Carl Little, and Q. Say my name, say my name. Say my name, say my name. All right, what do we got here on NQ? We are in a neutral state on NQ. Above 25,406.25. You got room up to 25,962 this morning, my beautiful traders. Yes, you do. But under the whip zone, under 25,337, we have room down to 25,087.50. It doesn't matter if it goes up, traders, or it goes down. We trade both sides of the market. An amateur trader only trades one side of the market. IonQ. How do you like our new videos? We're mixing it up. Do you like those new videos? Do you like them? We're in a narrow state on IonQ. Yes, it is. Currently here on IonQ. All righty. IonQ. We are narrow. Yeah, got a lot of resistance up here. Oh, boy, we got 200s going on. We got a lot. Do not go long on IonQ. This is not financial investment or tax advice. This is just basic common sense. We are right here. Do not go long into that box. It's not going to end well. Okay? Right now, this is your 50% retracement level. As long as you stay above $37, you can look for longs because you're in a narrow state. Under 37, you got to look for the BOS back down to $34 here on IonQ. As we head over, speaking of Qs, to the Qs. Whoa, we got a lot more of the goal up. Right here, the party ponies. Wipe them all out in the next 2 minutes. Ready? On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wipe them. Let's go. Let's do the Qs. All right, here we go. We are in a neutral state. We are in position 1. You got room up to 625.50 and 630 on the Qs. You got to get back under 614.41. You'll have room down to 609 and 606 this morning. Good morning, Travis. Carl Little, how are you, my brother? As we head over to Tesla. Tesla, we are narrow. We are in the whip zone here on Tesla. How are we doing, my beautiful traders? Did we have a green day yesterday? Or did we have a red day yesterday? Put it in the chat before we do Tesla. Were we green or were we red, my beauties? A lot of green. Look at all this green. All right, Tesla, here we go. Back over 418, my beauties. We have room up to 422. That'll be your first stop in this narrow state. And above 422 with a retest, you have room up to 436 and 440. Go get them, Tesla. Go get them. Under the whip zone to the downside, under 414.84, you have room down to 410 and then 408. So either way we go, we got good channels to trade in. Yes, it is. We like those channels, my beauties. Yes. Thank you, Suzette. Suzette, thank you. Sue Felicia, Mr. Charles, Joe Smooth, Marcus, Christopher, Daniela Yulina, Papa Yoda. A little snow. They want a little snow this morning. All right now we are in a neutral state on a snow. We are neutral, bullish, and we are bullish position 2 to the upside this morning on snow. We got a level of support right underneath us with that 15-minute 200. So as we pull this back, remember, we're neutral already. You do have support here on snow right at 172. 171.83. You have support. But you got room up to 187. 187 will be your first stop on the snow Rooney. Under 167.70, you have room down to 162.50 and then 155 on snow. Let's go over to coin. Let's see what we got on coin, beautiful traders. Let's see what we got. Right now on coin, we are in a neutral state. We are in the whip zone currently here on coin. We are neutral. Ho, 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 ho. All right, above 188. You got to get above 188, beautiful traders. You have room up to 194.50 and 195. Above 195 with a retest, you have room up to 207.50 on coin. But to the downside, under 108.82, you got room down to 169.65. This area right here, mark this down, between 170 and 167 is major support. This is also going to be a major demand area. As you start falling in, professional traders are going to try to gain size for a long back to the upside. So make sure you mark these levels down, okay? Let's go, AMD. Let's go. All right, on AMD, currently right now, we are in a neutral state. Yes. On AMD this morning, as we pull this back, we are in position 2 to the downside on AMD. Got a little bit of resistance to the upside there. And we got a little support to the downside there. Everybody see that? So this is what we got. Above you, you got a 200. Below you, you got a 200. But your channel's big enough to trade inside here. Just please mark down 209 and 204. Those are major resistance levels and major support level. Okay? 204 and 209. Thank you for the follows. Charlie's Angel, Bill Boyle. Yes, it is. We got 4 more left this morning with the party pony. Who's got some party ponies in them this morning? Who's got some party ponies in them this morning? Silver. All right, we are narrow on silver. We are in position 1 to the downside on silver. Bump, 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 bump. Whoa, a little too quick with the hands. All right, this is what we got with silver. Narrow, position 1 to the downside. First stop of support will be $74. Mark that down. $74 will be your first level of support on silver. Under 74 with a retest, you will have room down to $68 right here, okay? Back over $82.78, you got to get over $83. What we do not want to do, my beauties, is take a long into that hold number 83, okay? Let's retest that. Then you got room up to $85, $86, and $90 on silver. Let's go. We got the party ponies. We're not going to continue until we finish those. We're behind schedule. Let's go. Party ponies. I didn't pour my water this morning. Joe Smooth, you missed Snow. We just did it. We'll have to wait now until we do it again. Thank you, Mike V. All day, every day. Thank you, Mike V. The V of Mike. Yes, it is Mike V. Boom. That's how it's done, traders. That is how it's done. VIP style. All right, we got the three dinosaurs. Let's go. IWM. Right now, we are in a narrow state on IWM. We are in the whip zone, and Mr. Dave. Boom! Thank you, Mr. Dave. Oh, we got some support underneath us here, my beauties. We got some support. Yes. Shelly Stringer. Above 265.26. Above 265.26. We have room up to 267 and 269 here on IWM. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Under 264, traders, you have room down to 263. This area right here is major support. This is the major demand area. So if you start coming back down this way, as you are dropping, people like myself are going to gain size in here, okay? We are going to start loading up on longs to head back in this direction to the upside. So you do not want to be shorting down here in this box. Between 263 and 260.250. Do not do it. Do not do it. I'm warning you, you're going to get eaten up in there. Okay, my beauties? Netflix, well, we sure can. Yes, it is. We got a little Netflix for you. All right, Netflix, right now, we are in a neutral state. Yes, a neutral state here on Netflix. Mr. Dave! Boom! Again, time Oz, 6.1. Thank you so much, my beauties. Mr. Dave is feeling it today. He is fired up. Mr. Dave is fired up. Thank you, Mr. Dave. All right, as we pull this back here on Netflix, whoops. Right now, we are in a neutral bullish state. You're in position one, okay? So you do have room up to $85 and $87. $85 and $87 here on a Netflix this morning. Back under 82, my beauties. You have room back to $79, $79 and $78. But as you can see here, as you start approaching $79, we have that demand area, okay? We have that demand area down here, so do not short into this area. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. Apple. Apple, we are narrow. We are in the whip zone here on Apple. I only have 2 more days, and then I can trade before the first 5 minutes again. Thank God. No, I'm just kidding. But we are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone above 274. 275. We don't want to trade into that whole number, right, beauties? We don't want to trade into that whole number. You're going to get rejected. Get over 275 with a retest. You'll have room up to 280. 280, okay? Back under 273, under the whole number, 273. You have room down to 272 this morning on the glorious Apple. If you want to know what's on watch every morning, you got to be in the VIP. We post those in the VIP chat, all right? We help you out a lot here. So what you're going to do is you're going to get in the VIP. That's where you get into the glorious VIP, the number one education platform there is. You're going to head over to thevostrtrading.com, or you could just click the LINK in the BIO. All right? That'll get you to the VIP page. You join, you're in 2 seconds, and then we start to get to work. If you're somebody who enters a trade, it immediately goes against you. Or if you're losing every single month, you're red, you just can't get it right, we're going to fix that all for you. You will start having green months once you join our VIP, if you put the work in. Do we love the VIP traders? Do we love the VIP, yes or no? Do we love it? Back over to Snow. We're back over to Snow. Right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 2. You have room on Snow up to 187. 187 on Snow. Back under the whip zone of 167.70. You have room down to 162.50. And then 155 on Snow. I poured my water, never took a sip of it. Absil, thank you for the follow as we head over to Google for John Locke. I was trying to say your name, John, before I can get it out. All right, Mr. Locke. Right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 1 to the upside here on Google. Boom. All right, here we go on the Googaroonies. We are neutral. Position 1, you have room up to 324. 324, please mark that level down. Back under 311, under 311. Under the whip zone is 311.13. We don't trade into whole numbers. They don't work. Then you have room down to 308 and 306 this morning here on the Googaroonie. And Q, we can do it again. We got you, referee. Don't you worry about that. Here we go, above 25, 406.25. We got room up to 25,962 on NQ. Back under 25, 337. We got room down to 25, 087.50 and 24, 959.50. Mark that down, Mr. Referee. 6.1 says, Chad, am I muted? No. PLTR. Not yet, you're not. Not yet. Not yet. All right, here we go. We are in that arrow state on PLTR. Above 135, you have room up to 141. Up to 141 on PLTR. Now, to the downside, you got to get under 132.89. You'll have room down to 131 first stop and 126 second stop on PLTR. Hello, Timmy. How are you, my friend? CMI. How are you, my Tim? The Timarooney, the Tim Man. All right, CMI, we are narrow. We are in position 1 to the upside here on CMI. Boom, boom. Woo. All right, above 598. Watch the whole number of $600. That is a doozy. All right, doozy. Double top right here on CMI. Good thing I found that for you. You want to get over 600 with a retest, then you'll have room up to 609, my amazing traders, okay? Under 594, under the whole number, you will have room down to 585. Yes, it is. You're welcome, DW. You are welcome. We got some donuts on the board. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? S&P, the S&P, who sent that galaxy? Who sent that galaxy? Mario and Olga! Boom! Mario and Olga! Thank you, Mario. Neutral on the SPY. You got room up to this major resistance. That is a daily resistance. 696. Mark that down. You got a triple top right there on the daily. Under 691.99. We got room down to 688 and 686. Oh, 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 oh. Stop trading penny stocks, Fernando. SNDK. Boop, 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 boop. You never trade anything that is going to halt. Okay? Remember this level, folks? Look right here. Remember yesterday? Remember? Woo! Remember? Woo! Just listen to Uncle Voss. All right, get in the VIP and let us make you a real trader, please. Stop acting like you are one. Let's actually make you one, okay? Because time goes by quick, my beautiful traders. We never know what tomorrow will bring. SNDK, we are in a narrow state on SNDK. You got room up to 695. Whoa! 695 on SNDK. Under 629.73. You got room down to 563.50 on SNDK. AVGO for Jessica Pylock. Jessica Pylock. Ho, 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 ho. All right, we're in a narrow state on AVGO. We are in position 1 to the downside. We're going right into that granddaddy right now. We had somebody message yesterday and say, Voss, I don't like the granddaddy anymore. And I said, well, how many times did you trade into it? And they said, a lot. Well, I wouldn't like it either. All right, we got room down to 314. Last time we were at 314. Whammo! Okay, 314 to the downside here. Back over 332.54. We have room up to 341 and 352 here on AVGO. Yes. Thank you, Aaron. I hope you're doing well. Okay. Typical gamer. What does that mean? Do I play games? No. I'm 45 years old. What am I, 10? Let's go! OKLO, Tiano Monet. Oh, 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 oh. Right now we are in a narrow state on OKLO. Oh, we're jamming this morning. I mean, everybody's dancing. We're trading and we're dancing. I mean, is there anything better than that? Above 67.61. Watch that $68 hold number, okay? You got room up to 76.50. 76.50 up there on OKLO. Now, to the downside, gets a little dicey down here. Under $66, we're not going to trade into 65.50. I mean, there's no channel here to trade in. We're not going to trade into 64.58. So technically, all of this right here is major support to the downside, all right? We have to get under 64.58. Then you have room down to $63 and $60, okay? This right here will be your level, 64.58. MU. All right, right now on MU, it is looking a little delicious. We are in a narrow state. We are in position 1 on MU this morning. Let's see what we got. All right, MU to the moon. Nothing goes to the moon. Narrow position 1. You have room up to 439. That'll be your first stop. 439. Above that with a retest, you have room up there to 455, my beauties. All right, 455. Under 424.89, you'll have room down to 419 on MU. Watch coming back down. You got some support here, okay? Watch it coming back down on MU. Dogecoin. NFLX. Oh, that's a little Netflix. A little Dogecoin. All right, let's see what we got. We are in a neutral state on Netflix. We are in position 1 on Netflix. We got room up to $85. And then we got room up to $87, my beauties. Under $82, you have room down to $79. Remember what we talked about earlier. This area between $79 and $78 is a major demand level. Professionals look to gain size in that box to take it back up, okay? So do not short. Candy! Jessica Pylock, Candy, Oh Poeta, Mr. Dave, Mr. D, Esther Lopez, J.L. Hava. Thank you, everybody. What happened to Bitcoin? It goes up and it goes down, just like everything else does. All right? Just like everything else does, my beautiful traders. We got more donuts. Jay, thank you so much. I appreciate you, my Jade. Amazon. Folks, why does everyone think that instruments don't come back? I'll never understand that part about traders, even amateur traders, thinking that nothing ever comes back down. Wild to me. Right now, we are in a neutral state. We are in position 1 to the upside. That's half of people's problem and why they lose, because they think they are getting rich and it's just going to go to the moon, and nothing goes to the moon, my beauties. Nothing. Amazon. We are in a neutral state. Amazon's got room, all right, up to 222.50. 222.50 on Amazon. Back under the whip zone, under 209.93. You have room down to 208. That'll be your first stop. And then 206 on Amazon. What's my strategy, LaShawn? There's only one strategy on how to trade. Those that think there are multiple strategies, that's why you guys have a rough time. You only trade the market cycle, position, and state. This is all you're trading, folks. Cycle of the market, your position, and your state. The reason that 92% of traders lose, they have no clue what position they're in. Think about that. VIP traders, now do you know position? Are you a better trader? Most traders have no idea what position they're in. They're never going to know because they're never going to get trained on it. Now do you know, all VIP? Isn't it impossible to trade without it? Let's say we took position, state, and market cycle away from you. Would you be able to trade? You can't. It's no way it's going to happen. Position is everything. Right. All right, let's head over to JPM. Okay, on JPM, we are in a neutral bullish state. We are in the whip zone this morning on a JPM. I hate when I do that. All right, JPM, we are in a neutral state, bullish. We have to get over 304.20. 304.20 for a move to the upside with a retest up to 308 and 312 on JPM. Under 302, you got to get under that whole number. You'll have room down to 299. I also want you to watch this 300 level. That is major, major, major support. The last time we were down here, 300, boom, back to the upside, okay? Look. Remember this level from last time? Look. As you fell into it, look, whammo! Watch that sucker. It's a doozy. PayPal. All right, we are in an arrow state. We are in the whip zone. Yes, it is. This morning on PayPal. All right, PayPal, this is what we got. We are narrow. We are in the whip zone currently above 47.53, my traders. We have room up to $52. $52 will be your first stop here on a PayPal. Back under 46.99, you have room down to 45.50. That'll be your first stop on PayPal, and then $43 on PayPal. Now, let me show you something here, okay? You see this area right here? Did you ever notice when you get a nice move on something to the up or downside? Right? So let's say you get a nice move on PayPal. You got it. You're like, yeah. And then all of a sudden it gets into here and it just stalls on you. Whoop, 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 whoop. You know what I'm talking about? And then you start coming back this way because this is a major supply area. So what professionals do as they come into this box area, they start gaining size for a short back to the downside. So that's why you consolidate first, okay? Good. What's next, my beautifuls? Coin. Bump, bump, bump. All right, on coin, we are in a neutral bullish state. We are in the whip zone above 188. We have room up to 194.50. 194.50 and 207.50 on a coin. Okay. Back under 180.82. You have room on coin back down to 170 and 167. There's one of those major demand areas. Mark these two levels down. You are not shorting into this level. Okay. PPL. PPL. Is this what you want? PPL. Hello, Jimmy, 2 times. How you doing, huh? Rovi says, is this the fair value gap method? I'll tell you right now, Rovi, okay? Oh, no! Yes, it is! Rovi! Hello, Rovi. Rovi, I hope you're doing well. The FVG, the fair value gap method, I want you to trade it as much as possible, okay? And I want you to keep losing, but I really don't want you to lose because I do care about you. But stop watching YouTube videos, FVG, and get to school, okay? The bell went off already. We'll see you soon. Bye. The Wizard of All shall set you free. Yes, it is. There it is. There it is. Boeing. Here we go on Boeing. We are in a narrow state. We are in the whip zone. Whoa, we're stuck again. We're stuck again. Hold on. I think I have a fix. Anyway, you see my stitches right here? I mean, my staples? Woo! That's the first level of staples. 17 here and 13 here. Not bad, right? Not bad. All right, hold on, everybody. Oh, man, and won't you let you delete it? All right, hold on. But wait, we're the chart zoomed in, though. We're all jacked up. We'll be back. Stand by, YouTube. Stand by. Rios Alfado. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you trade. The instrument is irrelevant, okay? Yeah, this is all jacked up. All right, folks, that's a wrap today. I got to fix it. Peace.